Okay, we're back. And one of the first things I wanted to show you here was just some general utensils that I use. A lot of the stuff that you see here gets used frequently, almost every day. As a matter of fact, it is used every day. Here in Rio de Janeiro, it can be very difficult to find exactly what you need, but as I said before in the first video, these things are changing and we're seeing more and more quality things come along, and it's becoming easier to pick up what you need. But what I wouldn't give for a Bed Bath & Beyond in Rio de Janeiro that had all the things we have back at home in the United States. As you can see, I've got my poultry scissors, various wooden spoons and mixing devices. Let me talk a little bit about the material used in some of this stuff. Cleanliness is paramount in every phase and every aspect of cooking. You have to keep things clean. You don't transfer one thing to another project without cleaning thoroughly, then drying it off, okay? The materials used, stainless steel is premier. I love stainless steel everything, and every chance I get a stainless steel implement to replace either a plastic or lesser quality material that's available here. Like I said, better things are more available now. Aluminum, not so desirable. The aluminum can be toxic if you get it in enough quantity. You have to be very careful. I'm not a big proponent of aluminum utensils and supplies, but sometimes you just can't find anything else. Just be careful to clean them thoroughly. Be aware that with aluminum, acidic foods like tomatoes, if you're doing sauce, will break down the aluminum in your food and you will get an extra dose of it. This is only dangerous at really high levels. You're probably not at risk really ever, but it's just something to be aware of. Non-stick, Teflon. Teflon can also be toxic. If you have a Teflon pan that is starting to peel and the pieces are coming off, be aware that the pieces of Teflon in your system can be toxic. Be careful. If your pot starts peeling, the Teflon starts peeling, get rid of it and get another one. It's no good anymore, okay? I'm a tool guy. I am a master craftsman for about 37 years. I'm a master cabinet maker and woodworker. So sharp tools for me are the thing. And I am definitely a tool person. So I love having an implement for everything. You can see here my knife set. I have just a couple that I actually use all the time. They're from Chicago Cutlery. And they're very high quality chef's grade knives. And they're extremely sharp. And I've had this one for about 3 months, and all I've ever had to do is hone it with my ceramic steel. I don't use a regular steel like most people do. I like ceramic. It keeps my blade honed very well. I've never had to reset the edge or have it sent out to be redone. So as long as you take care, yeah, you don't have to worry about it. And you see chefs all the time on TV, they're going 90 miles an hour over their steel with a knife. You're going to cut yourself. Don't do this. Just go very slowly and very carefully, and you have to alternate every time. Do not just work one side of your knife to keep it sharp, or else you will have a lopsided blade that will cut in one direction. Trust me, this will be like this. A couple things, my pastry knife and my pastry cutter. As you get more advanced, tools for certain jobs are just a necessity because they speed up production, they ease production, because you don't want to have to spend any more time than what you have to. Measuring devices, I have measuring cups, measuring spoons, stainless steel tongs. I use wooden spoons and such in my sauces a lot. Serving things, ladles, you name it, I have it. Rolling pin, I would look a good marble one, but they're extremely expensive here. Speaking of marble, over here in the corner, I'll pull this out for you to look at. Oops, excuse the drinks on the floor. But here is my marble pastry board. It weighs about 80 pounds, but it is just absolutely necessary for rolling out pastry and bread dough and whatnot. If you can afford one, go. I shopped around for a long time and I got this for about 90 reais here, which is about 50 bucks American, which seems cheap, but we're in Brazil. Nothing's cheap. So that's a nice solid marble pastry board. It gets used quite a bit around here. Okay, some power tools that I have here. This little guy right here is my meat grinder. I make my own homemade hot and or sweet Italian sausage to begin with. For things like deep dish pizzas. I use the sweet Italian sausage for my pasta sauce, which, oh, by the way, I have a large pot of it here. I make this and sell it. It's made from scratch with delicious ingredients. I wish you could smell the kitchen. Bread, oh, here we go. In this pot are the future makings for 2 loaves of Tuscany bread to go with my Italian sausage pasta sauce. Numerous pots and pans, never enough of anything around here. There's always some new tool or device that I need or I want to have. Kitchen scale, very important, especially when you start baking. You need to measure things carefully. This little guy right here, it's a mechanical scale, but it is super accurate and can be adjusted. So if you put a plate on there, you can zero out the plate weight, and then you have the ingredient that you're adding on top of it. Food processor, indispensable also for many, many purposes. I can roll up a little bread dough with it. I can mix things. It comes with an attachment for my coffee grinder, i.e. spice grinder. I create a lot of my own spice and stuff from seed and from basic ingredients here, like for my chili dogs. My chili dogs, I make my own chili powder. I have to buy the ingredients to make my chili powder. You can't buy it here in Brazil. You have to make it. So you have to be versatile in the kitchen. Anyway, that's a look at things here, and I hope you understand about safety, security, and most of all, cleanliness in the kitchen. Paramount. Cleanliness. Always be clean. Wash your hands. Wash your hands frequently. As you cook and clean in the kitchen, keep a tub of very, very soapy water ready. Don't touch anything. Dip those hands right in that soapy water, then turn on the water and go. Unless you have paddle type handles, which I don't, which you can just use an elbow to throw them open, because anything you touch, if you touch something that will contaminate, it will contaminate that thing. Okay? My pots here, I have a large Teflon coated skillet. It's very tightly and very well bonded, so I don't worry about the Teflon coming off. I cook for a lot of people sometimes, so I need very, very large things. Comes in very handy. This little pot right here holds 10 liters of pasta sauce, which I sell here. So you can see this is a working kitchen. It's a very, very busy kitchen. It doesn't have enough. There's never enough space and never enough implements to go around all the time. There's always more. So anyway, that's the kitchen tour. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm Robert. Welcome again to Cooking Brazil for Expats, and we'll see you on the next edition where I'll do my feijão recipe, as I promised, Robert style. Okay? Have a great day. See you on the next video.